Please just heal me, dude. Like, why'd you leave me when I was getting dove on?
Me?
No.
Witches don't die that easily.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa and welcome back to OverAnalyzed, our glorious Overwatch coaching series. And today, I've literally just gone into the inbox, of which there are 21,104 outstanding unread emails. We get a lot of emails for OverAnalyzed, ladies and gentlemen, good God. And I've just picked the one at the top. But it says this. It says, am I a toxic Mercy? Well, I guess we're about to find out. But this actually, it's a really detailed email, this is. So I'm going to read it off, and we're going to get stuck into what's going on. So I'll play this, and we'll stop if I don't get to the end of the email by the time 32 seconds and the timer or whatever runs out before we get into the game. All right, let's do it. So, it says, I've started playing mostly Mercy after playing a lot of Zen and Brigitte. I'm not doing great.
Hello, team.
Outside of basic mechanical issues and some mostly questionable attempts to resurrect, I feel as though my teammates expect me to do something different than what I should be doing. All right. This is a typical game for me where I feel that I'm making the overall right strategy, but my teammates clearly feel that
Luna?
Not much.
that
I'm probably doing my last game of the night. I'm getting pretty tired.
oh no, it's a recipe for disaster. The Anna's like, I'm going to do my last game of the night. Oh no. I hope this Anna isn't tilted. Anyway, let me just carry on reading this, because it seems like you guys are quite talkative, so I don't want to talk over all of you. So, it's a typical game for me, blah, blah, blah. I was playing with Anna, but the tanks were often getting rushed with heavy amounts of fire, so I tried to keep them up. When I felt they were getting pressured beyond what Anna could do, I end up out-healing the Anna in the end. Okay? The Hanzo and Farah DPS want me to pocket them, but I choose not to do so in favor of trying to keep the tanks alive and jumping back to him to damage boost him as I could. However, he really didn't like this, and towards the end complains about it, and the Anna says that I'm struggling. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I can already imagine where this is going to go. This is going to be one of those, like, everybody's blaming everyone games. Oh no. I feel like I wasn't leveraging my maneuverability enough to enhance my survivability, but I am struggling to figure out where to play and position with my Mercy in times when I feel like parts of the team and I aren't on the same page. Should I have just pocketed the DPS and let Anna die and get dove in the back and keep the tanks up, or should I have done something else entirely? All right, or am I just toxic? Okay, yours truly, absolutely amazing. Okay, right.
All right, work tomorrow.
Yep.
Haha, lame.
Okay,
Indeed.
Mercy. We do love a bit of Mercy. It's been a while, I think, since we've done a Mercy OverAnalyzed.
Cool.
I've got faith, ladies and gentlemen. So,
School's lame.
well, you've already showed me that you know the Mercy tech, so we're not even going to talk about that. And the old, like, boost jump. I'm actually loving your work. Well played.
No.
So what we're going to do in this video is focus on positioning, right, and focus on where you should be at any given time. So that's what we'll do. We'll absolutely drill down onto that. So let's take a look at what happens here. So we've got a Reinhardt, okay. We've got a Hanzo and McCree's DPS. We've got a
fried the shrimp.
fried shrimp. What? I've never had fried shrimp before. All right, so what are we doing here? Initial damage boost on the Hanzo, that's fine. We're nice and safe where we are here. We should heal him. Okay, that's fine. Now we're sort of looking around at the overall picture. Do we need to be healing these guys just yet? Probably, because they've got a May on them. That's crazed. Now, that is actually crazed. That Reinhardt should not be doing that, because what he's doing there is giving you a decision. And the decision is this. Do you jump in to support him? Now, you can, but you will probably die. The only way he survives is if your entire team are with him. They're not. So in my book, he's absolutely screwed right now. I would not dive out there to save him. What I would do is maintain this position around here, so I'm in sort of cover, and maybe he can come back to us this position, or he can sort of make his way back over there. But remember, all the enemy team are going to be there, so it's going to be a massive problem for us, but we really do not want to dive out there to save him. Oh, I love it. That is actually huge play. So that is really huge play there. That's amazing situational awareness. It's awesome use of the line of sight breaking while still keeping the Reinhardt healed. That is fantastic. Mercy players, take note. That is beautiful. That is actually beautiful. Right, so we've got a Hammond on us. We should probably think about our Hanzos getting battered by the... Hammond, was he there? Okay, cool. We're still playing okay. We're playing nice and safe. Got Hammond on us again. Keeping the Reinhardt up. This is great so far. You've played this perfectly so far. There is no error. There is actually no error here. I'll take this. This is beautiful. Okay. So now think about damage boosting while we're not healing. I think, like, in terms of what you could be doing a little bit more, is we could be damage boosting a little bit more here. Ana can pick up the slack with healing, right? Think about the value. We always talk about value, don't we, in Overanalyzed? And it's like, where are we going to get the most value? Little sort of, you know, a 20 HP heal on the Reinhardt, or just damage boosting the Hanzo. We might get a kill off a cheeky arrow. Anyway, we've been hit. We're moving out. They've now got a Junkrat, it sounds like. We've almost got our ultimate ready to go. Which, of course, is now buffed. And goes through, basically the beams on the ultimate for Valkyrie go through barriers now, which is actually kind of a really nice buff for Mercy. So right now, I'm happy. You're playing safe. You're healing. We don't want to get froze by that. That's okay. This is also okay as well. Honestly, this is really okay. You're playing very safe. Nice, 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 nice. Love it. I love it. This is great. This is great. I'm just going to sit here and watch this. This is great so far. This is honestly great. I'm not sure why you're gold, actually. And there's no toxicity yet. Maybe that's to come. Anyway, right. So, we're topping people up with healing. This is fine. I'd like it if you damage boosted a little bit more. Have a little bit of faith in your other support. Obviously, we should be keeping her alive as well, which you are doing. Oh, that's unlucky. But yeah, this is fine. Damage boost the McCree. I mean, the only people we can damage boost here, really, for maximum value is the McCree, is the Hanzo, but also the Reinhardt if he's going to Fire Strike. But that would require him talking to us and might be a bit difficult. Anyway, now they've got a Reaper. This is going to be interesting. How are we going to deal with this? How are we going to deal with this? Nice damage boost there. Not... Again, fantastic positioning. Look at this positioning. Mercy players, take note here. This is great. What I was expecting here, as this is a gold level Mercy game, is you would literally just be like here all of the time, or way too far forward on the front lines, just getting destroyed before the fight even begins, or like not really understanding positioning. Instead, what I've seen you do, I think my camera, no, I don't think my camera's actually blocking this. No, it's not. So what I've seen you do is take a position here initially. Your Reinhardt, absolutely no brain, like complete feeds his brains out. Charges in here. Now, I'm worried. I'm thinking, okay, you're just going to go straight in, but you didn't. What you actually did is you used the Hanzo over here. Guardian Angeled over to the Hanzo, which gave the Reinhardt a chance to get back within range, so you could heal him, and then you used line of sight to protect yourself. So you broke line of sight, but obviously it still maintains the Mercy healing beam for a few seconds. Phenomenal. And this position here, actually phenomenal. I'm loving this. I'm actually loving this game. This is beautiful. So the only thing we could say here is, would have been nice if you had Valkyrie now. But I get why you used Valkyrie, because we probably would have died to the Mei. So it's fine. And I always like to treat Valkyrie as almost like a throwaway ultimate. And look what we've got ready again anyway. We've got Valkyrie. So we just pop this. Because all we're doing here... Actually, no, No. Maybe we don't pop this here. Let's see what you do. Because we're on 99% here. We're losing this fight. Can we win? Do we have the ultimates? I don't know. I'm not sure what ultimates we've got available, but we have lost 2 members of our team. So let's just see what happens here. I would use Valkyrie probably, because it's not... I would use it. I'd just use Valkyrie here. Yeah. Right, it's looking unfortunate though. Reinhardt should kill the Sigma. Maybe? No, he needs to back out. Oh, he somehow killed the Moira. Okay, right, whatever. We're dead. What I'll say there is, you know the fight's over. And you did say in your email about questionable resurrections. You know the fight's over. So what value, I'm going to write it on the screen. We friggin' love this word here. What value are we going to get from rezzing our Zarya there when everyone's dead? Actually, no value, because all we're doing is giving the enemy team ultimate charge. And we don't want to do that. So it was just a straight up case of, let's get together. Think about damage boost in here. Why are we healing? Damage boost. I'm not sure where our Ana is there. Like, our Ana is disgustingly out of position there. She should not ever be there. Like, she's in front of the tanks. She's actually going to die. And apparently I've got an update available for Photoshop. Right. So, yeah, she's not in a great position here. See, we're overhealing here. We're not actually, like, getting any value from the heals. We should be damage boosting. There, that's fine. Our Reinhardt's crazed and gone in. But this is still a winnable position. Our McCree's gone in, though. Okay, unlucky. So our McCree went in there. Look, watch this. Watch this play out, right? So Ana's too far forward. This isn't great. Now we've got their Hammond on the ground. Now, what do we do here, right? We damage boost. It's fine. We kill the Hammond. So we're winning the fight here, right? Now, we need to look around and think, who can we support here and keep in the fight? You pick the Zarya, which is fine. She was low. But the problem is here, we're not aware of what's going on. Our Reinhardt has got the blood has rushed to his head. So what he's thinking is, we've just killed Hammond. I'm going in. What you should have done here is stayed with the Reinhardt instead of coming away and taking up this position with Zarya. Zarya, as we can see, we obviously have the power of hindsight here, but a wall has been thrown up. So Zarya is under no danger. But that only got thrown up as you hit the Zarya or you got close to the Zarya for healing. Still, letting Reinhardt go on his own there wasn't the play. We should have stayed with the bulk of the team there. Left Zarya here, that's fine, because we can still access her from the middle of the point. Instead, watch what happens. Our Reinhardt is isolated and dies. And McCree, here, this is the bit I want to highlight as well. Look at him. You can see him right by the end of your weapon. He has gone in, but what do? We don't even look at the McCree. We just let him carry on, and we go over there to Ana, who doesn't need healing. McCree gets deleted. Unluckily, Reaper literally walks up to us and deletes us back. So that's unfortunate, right? That is actually unfortunate. We could have played that a little bit differently. But honestly, up until this point, you've played perfectly. You've played really, really well.
Starting over from the beginning. Damage amplified.
I'd res that. We need to res that, McCree.
Let's get you back out there.
Is that McCree not behind us? Where has that McCree died? I thought that McCree died in spawn. Yeah, McCree would have just come back from spawn. He's been shot in the head by a alternate fire from May, right?
Starting over from the beginning.
Yeah, look, the McCree. There's the McCree. There's the McCree. Why are we not resting the McCree? There's the McCree. Why are we letting him die? Yeah, you can see this.
Damage amplified.
Ah! Rest the McCree.
Let's get you back out there.
All right, then, we're going in deep as a team. I mean, we could have damage boosted Hanzo there, but we don't know what he was doing. He just blasted it off. We're screwed now. Actually, no, we might be okay, actually. We'll survive this. Yeah, rest of our team are dead, though. Just back out. We just back out. What we don't do here is go in. We just back out. We back out. Don't rest that. Don't rest that. No, this is feeding. This is feeding. No. Oh, man. We need to get out of this. It's just a mess. We're feeding the enemy team. Back up. You've got to, like... Guys, when this happens in your games, you have got to tell your team to back up. I know I'm lucky to play the game where I do, and teams generally won't do this. I'll know when the fight is over, and they will back up themselves. But if they don't in your game, you have to tell them, because if you don't, they'll never learn. They'll never get better, and you've got to identify this, guys, because this is honestly criminal. Right, so like everyone's everywhere here. We've managed to get a pick here, which we'll take. And we just straight up engage here with Valkyrie. We just pop Valkyrie and go. Keep an eye on Ana. We need to know what she's doing. Let's get up in the air.
Mercy low on point.
Okay, cool. Think about healing there. Okay, unlucky. We should never have been there. Oh, God. Okay, so... It's like a fly or something attacked me. Right, let's just watch this. Watch this play out.
Go.
Our team is spread. We pop Valkyrie. We damage boost. I like it. It's fine. We take the high ground. Well, we fly into the air. Again, I like it. It's fine. And then we start damage boosting. We can see the heal needs to be applied to our Sigma. Watch the delay here. Right? Why have we delayed that? Like, I mean, okay, you can maybe say I'm being a bit harsh here. Let me just go back and go through this again. So we're gonna pop ultimate. We're gonna use damage boost. We're gonna fly up into the air.
Mercy low on point.
It's cool. We see he needs healing. So maybe I am being a little bit harsh here, but immediately I'm going straight to that to heal. But what I'm not doing, how is your healing attached there and not here? Maybe you need to look at your sensitivity. Your lock-on sensitivity for Mercy, maybe. That's really weird. And then we get him. So that's really weird, because that's kind of caused... I'm not saying we would have saved him, but that's weird. Like, I don't know why it would have prioritized the target further back. Anyway, we started healing him, but the problem I've got here is it's this age-old thing where everyone gets sucked into the fight. We should not be here. We should be further back, because he's going to die, unlucky, and then we just immediately get destroyed because we're like standing on top of the enemy team. Yes, Reaper
Please
shoots his
just kill
ultimate.
me, dude. Like, why'd you leave me when I was getting dove on?
Me?
No.
Witches don't die that easily.
Score 0-1.
You couldn't have done anything else there to help Hanzo.
We need a moment to ensure all our equations are correct.
What I will say though is this game has got some plat players in. So it's a fairly high gold game, and this happens at every crossover border at the game, whether it's master to GM, whether it's bronze to silver. At that border, people are really pumped.
Sorry, what?
Can you just stay on me?
Yeah, he just wants to pocket you.
Okay.
One. Round.
All right, so
Capture the objective.
this is fine, right? Pocketing the Pharah here is fine. Anna, in theory, should have enough healing to keep the team alive. I'd prefer it if Anna was Moira, because Moira is a little bit more meta and you can get more effective healing. You did say in your email that you had more healing than the Anna, which kind of means Anna maybe not healing as much as she could be. But whatever, we don't care what other players are doing. We're just looking at what we're doing. Here, Pharah, pharmacy combo, it works really well, right? Let's just look at your positioning here. Okay, so we really shouldn't... So what I don't like, what I was about to say is we really shouldn't just drop down into the middle of the team and just be like in the middle of the fight, which is not great. We know they've got a Mei. We can see the Mei. We know they've got a Reaper as well. And we have kind of left our Pharah, although I don't think our Pharah is necessarily in too much danger. If anything, she should be helping us. Yeah, this is... This is actually really good play by you.
Hey, they're all on point.
Okay, that's not really worth the res. So what I'm going to say here, right, okay, you need to stop doing these reses. They're really bad, and if they get res, they're just going to immediately die again and feed. You actually played quite well there. Your team split onto the point, and they were in the choke, and you kind of had to go between both. So honestly, I don't think there was anything more you could have done there, and this will happen, right? You could argue that you should have just stayed with the Pharah, but then your team was taking so much heat, you had to have been there healing them. So it's a difficult one. What the hell is this? Standard Overwatch thumb recovered. Oh yeah, that's just recovered. If you guys use Photoshop, you'll know what that is. Right, let's get some damage. Oh god, she's dead. No, why is she barraging? Somehow she's... Oh, she actually got a really clutch bubble there from Zarya, so we'll take it. Right, we should be able to cap this point. Right, Valkyrie. Again, I don't mind you using Valkyrie here because it's like... It's fine. Like, the only thing I worry about would be if we were saving it for a Sigma ultimate, but they've now got a Winston and a Hammond, so they don't even have Sigma, so... I'm totally fine with you being, like, frivolous and just using it whenever. We need to get this point. Like, this is a notoriously difficult point on Oasis. Like, once you capture it, it's very hard to get you off this point. So, yeah, honestly, I've seen fairly decent play so far. Your res use has been really quite bad. And we do need to work on that. And there's been, like, moments of, like, just sort of... It's almost like you lose the plot a little bit. Like, here, this is fine, right? So we're in a nice, safe position. We're massively aware. We were always looking around to see what was going on with that Anna. We saved her. Like, we have actually saved Anna there. That is a huge play. It would be nice, though, if you told your team in voice comms that Hammond was on the point. I know you're using voice comms, so you should maybe tell them. Okay. We have been kind of sectioned off there. We need to get back onto the point, which we are starting to do. Get onto Reinhardt. Okay, cool. McCree's using his ult now, so we should think about damage boosting or at least keeping him alive, which we are. Nice bubble again off Zarya. Zarya is playing really well this game. And then we go up into the air to avoid the blizzard. And the rest is like, what can your team do? Damage boost. Cool. Heal. We should probably heal the Pharah. Okay. Did we really need to leave Pharah for Anna there? We didn't. Okay. Fine. Unlucky. We can maybe res that Pharah if we don't die here. Oh, we're taking a lot of through barrier damage. Okay, this is kind of unfortunate. This might trigger the Pharah, actually. See, because you did the right thing there healing the Pharah instead of defaulting to damage boost while she was ulting, because you want to keep her alive, right? She generally takes a lot of fire when she does that. This is... okay. Another thing as well, and I will quickly touch on this, but I don't think it's too relevant at this level of the game, is you really need to track what ultimates the enemies have got and what they've used. I really like this when support players do it. Like, if you are calling out, like, yeah, they've used this ultimate, they've used that ultimate, or what you think they've got available, it will make you a better player, and it will also give your team a bit of knowledge. You will get it wrong as well, right? But it's just something to add to your arsenal as well. But still, at this level, I would still prioritize just getting the basics down. And I think if up until this point in the video, if I had to rate you, I'd give you a I'd give you a B. Out of like A, B, C, D, E, A being the best, A star being the best, I'll give you a B, maybe a B minus. You've been really good with positioning. Res not too great.
I'm taking care of you.
And you've been very active. You know, so you're always in and around where you need to be, getting those heals. This is a good reaction. And Reinhardt might die here. We do need to touch though. Are we going to touch? And we should touch. Okay. Why did we get our pistol out?
Yo, Mercy, have you healed me once?
Here we go. Here we go. We were waiting for it all game, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
She's struggling.
Should probably fly up and get the... Okay, we should have actually flew up and got the Pharah there. I mean, Farah's dead now, but it would have been nice. Well, we died before Farah. If we did that, it would have got us out of range of the Winston thing, but the Tesla cannon. But McCree, I think he's just popped High Noon on their team, so it would have been dead anyway. Ah, this is unlucky.
Good try.
See, we only died 6 times there. That's actually not too bad, right? Not too bad, especially for nearly 11k healing. That's incredible.
Witches don't die that easily.
So that guy who's AFK in the spawn.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't queue for Mercy anymore.
Night, everyone.
Okay, nice of Anna to say goodnight, everyone. The Farah player saying don't queue for Mercy. I will never understand this because you played well. Like it's not your fault like that he died or he put himself in ridiculous positions. Like he was getting a lot of resources put into him. Zarya was bubbling the hell out of him a lot. You were there keeping him alive. You were also trying to keep the team alive. Maybe Anna wasn't putting out as much sort of healing output as they should have done. But I think you played well. This is actually what I want, if you guys have got through this far into the video and you're watching this, when you get players like that, just mute them. You can tell straight away they're going to be sort of mardy from the comments he made earlier on in the game. Just mute the guy. Like, we don't want to listen to this person. Whatever. If they want to feed their brains out, that's up to them. You've played well, though, this game. And I think, honestly, you're a good Mercy player. It's just... I don't want you to make mental reses when you know the fight's over. And also, I want to see damage boost maybe a little bit more. But I can understand why you're defaulting back to healing because maybe you're feeling your other support isn't actually doing as much. So, which I guess they wasn't considering you had the gold. You could argue that Anna should probably get the gold healing, but in this barrier style meta, it is a bit difficult for Anna to get that. If it was a Moira, you would never be expecting to beat the Moira. And that's, I guess, one of those things where if you were Mercy and you had the Moira as well, and you had gold healing, I'd be kind of worried, like, what's our Moira doing? Because really, she should be able to get gold healing quite easily. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's been OverAnalyzed. It's been a look at a gold Mercy player. Remember, if you guys would like to send in a video clip for consideration, then follow the instructions on the screen. And if they're not on the screen, then they are in the video description below. And I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.